went so quick. I didn't have time to do much.
Blimey, that did go quick. Oh,
Hey,
look,
hey.
that's one person watching. If that one person could just put a hello in the chat so that we know that we're broadcasting loud and clear to the world, then that would be most appreciated. Thanks ever so much. And this evening, we're going to be talking about Japanese hauntings. And hopefully, we're going to have Irene, who's going to pop on a little bit later, all the way from said Japan. But first of all, let's start with round the table. We've got a full house tonight. So let's start with Viv. Viv, how are you this evening?
I'm okay. I'm full of accounts jargon in here still. So
good. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
Is
it taking work home with you?
I suppose it's taking work home with me, but you know what I'm like.
Yeah, I do. Good evening, Annette. Hope you're well. Parker, how you doing? Well this evening, buddy?
Just tired, mate. Yeah, I'm all right.
You do look a bit tired. Have you had a busy week? Well, when haven't you?
Yeah, I've been on my nights, yeah.
God, I bet you're knackered. But you got the week off, haven't you?
7 straight, yeah.
Plenty of sleep for them, buddy. Gets plenty of rest this week. Young Lewis, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Just sharing out.
What have you been up to? Anything good?
No, just doing a lot of shows. So
you did well at college this week, so I think she deserves a big round of applause.
Yeah.
Big well done from us for
Thank
that.
you.
So
I'll finish next week.
Well
I'm
done. Perfect. And now I'm going to pop across to young Eric. How are you, Eric? All the way from the US,
Exactly.
Excellent. How's the week treated you? You been good?
Yeah.
Have you been good this week, Eric?
It's
been a good week for you?
It's been slow.
I like slow weeks. They're good. I can manage. I'm at an age now where I can just manage slow weeks. So, good evening, Jacqueline. Good evening, Joanne. Good evening, Rita. Good evening, young William. And good evening, Wayne. Wayne, it seems like it's only a few hours since we last spoke. What do I do? It definitely is a few hours since we last spoke. Hope you're doing well,
Mr. Peter. Thanks for Friday.
Welcome, everybody. And tonight, as I said earlier, but I will reiterate, we're talking about Japanese hauntings. Hopefully, we're going to get Irene Tokura on later, who's going to give us an insight into Japanese hauntings. Because, yeah, as much as we like hauntings and ghosts and we're all about things that are spooky and go bump in the night, we don't really know too much about the Japanese stuff. The only one thing I do know about it is there's a lots of myth and folklore surrounding Japanese spirits, and a lot of it is terrifying stuff. In fact, I would say that 99% of it, from what I've seen, is terrifying stuff. And they make good horror films. Apart from that, I'm pretty low on the information. So
I've got some information. Yeah. So I was looking up about the Japanese suicide forest, okay, which everyone in the paranormal knows about. But there's this other side to the suicide forest that people may not be, they might not know about it. Well, basically, the forest itself is full of ghosts and spirits. And I watched a documentary over the weekend where a guy was taken into the Japanese suicide forest with an Englishman that set up a cafe nearby and knows the forest quite well. So he took him into the forest and they met up with a lady that actually went there to commit suicide. She got to the forest and she saw the ghost of someone that scared her enough to stop her from actually doing the deed.
Wow.
And she ran out and she says, and in the documentary, she actually said, I owe my life to that ghost. So the spirit of the man that she saw, who obviously had been there and taken his own life at some point, was telling her not to. So she now goes back to the serious suicide forest to pay homage to the ghosts that are roaming there. She also did say that people have been coming to the suicide forest to go and look, and they get lost, like these tourists that come to have a look, that they're known to get lost because they're not just all hanging from trees. Bodies are actually found on the floor as well. So there's more going on in that Japanese suicide forest than people actually realise. But the fact, to me, what I found was astounding, was the ghost actually saved someone from committing suicide.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I was blown away by that when I heard that. So, So that is something that it's a very lonely place. It's right in front of Mount Fuji. It's got a beautiful setting. It's a beautiful forest. It's got all sorts of plants and lichen and things that are growing there. It's a pretty place to go and see, but not so pretty when you come across some.
No.
No.
No, it's amazing, isn't it? I think that when you look at it globally, forests are very spiritual places, aren't they?
Oh, they
And I
are.
think they're full of spirits and energies anyway, whether they be nature spirits or spirits of humans that have passed or what have you, that find those places sort of vestiges and places to go for, you know, just for a bit of peace and quiet and rest and relaxation or what have you. But I think the thing that is amazing is that lots of people tend to take themselves to these sort of places that maybe it's because they're remote, I don't know, but they take themselves to these quiet, peaceful, beautiful places to end their lives, and it's just kind of the beauty and the grimness of it. You know, it sort of complements, which is
People
quite
don't
weird.
realise that the Japanese people, as a people, they're very spiritual people anyway.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
very, very peaceful, very calm people, and they know more stuff than they let on. And because they're
Yeah.
not the ones screaming from the rooftops about it, doesn't mean, you know.
No,
that
no,
they're-
it's interesting. I did watch something a few years ago back. Now there was a particular YouTuber that went there and videoed. They went in intentionally looking for something.
Yeah, Logan. It was Logan Paul.
Paul it was, and he videoed. It was the guy's legs hanging. It was just. He got all excited about it, and I think there's a lot of backlash for it, but not enough backlash, unfortunately. He got backlash for it. It was just completely disrespectful.
The guy's a complete wanker. So is his brother.
Yeah. Well, a pair of them are, aren't they? The brothers are just a pair of tossers, aren't they? But yeah, it's and people do kind of. It's that grim thing, isn't it? People get attracted to that sort of thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, it's not somewhere I probably would go to see it, but it's not somewhere that I wouldn't want to go to look for people in there.
No.
But it's somewhere. I think it'd be an interesting place to just pick up the atmosphere there and see what get the feeling what's going on.
Definitely. I think the one that stands out for me. Oh, sorry, when you go back.
Does anyone know what the word ghost is in Japanese?
Oh, I've heard it before, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, come on, I know it. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Begins with a Y.
Yeah, but
no, then no.
you're awake? No.
I did have it. Is it Yuri?
Yeah, something like that's what I thought. But
Yuri.
Is it Yuri? Oh, no, I can't find it now.
Google it.
It's Yuri.
It's Yuri.
Yuri.
What's it called?
Yuri.
Yuri.
yep, you're
Not Ju-on, but
Yeah.
you know, you kids. Has that tickled you, is it?
Oh dear.
Not Yuri, as in Yuri Geller.
See, now
must
I put
be-
Yuri in,
Where's
and it's
that?
come up as a genre depicts intimate relationships between women. Trust me, you get that when I put that in.
Hi, Rob.
Yuri.
Oh, Rob.
Robert.
Also known as Wasai Igo. So I don't know, it's very odd.
You go where?
It says Yuri, Yurei. When a
Ah.
person dies, their soul travels to Yominokuni or something, the Shinto afterlife of the An-Oyo, the pure land of the Buddhists, but the road is not easy and many obstacles towards that goal can make this spirit turn into a Yuri, a Japanese ghost.
Yes, I've got Yuri are figures in Japanese folklore analogous to the Western model of ghosts.
Yeah.
The name consists of two kanji. You
Who
means
you calling a kanji?
kanji, you kanji. No, kanji, which means faint or dim, and
That's good.
meaning soul or spirit.
That's Jay.
Parker, you dingy.
Kanji.
Dingy.
You cunty. You cunty. You cunty. That'll be my you. That'll be my you.
What's Dan then? He's a cungy.
He's
I'm
a
a
big
good load.
country.
I'm a right no good cunt.
The one
Interesting
that
though.
the one that I've
So-
seen in Japan was the tunnel.
The tunnel.
what?
I'm not going to even pronounce the tunnel because I'll absolutely kill it. But it's known as the Whispering Tunnel. In Japan. A visitor to the tunnel will always hear whispering and gibberish, but mostly hear the word "stop," asking them not to venture further ahead.
That's like
Those
talking
who
to you
fear,
then, isn't it, Lo? It's like all you hear back is whispering and gibberish.
up you, dickhead, you cungy, you big cungy.
Hey, Lo, is your kanji gingery?
Asshole.
It's weird being in the chat and seeing me in the screen.
I
You
know.
know, that is.
How do you feel about that, Jeremy? You know,
Yeah, I became a
stalker,
good.
stalker.
I became a good looker. That's what it is. That beard really suits me. No, I'm actually half and half, like even within on thingy. So I just want to be like Jeremy
I've got
York.
none of that.
No, I never did. I got subtitles on.
I hate you two cungies. You understand that, motherfucker?
I hate you, kanji. That can't stand
Shut up, you English prick.
I'm taking my own poo. And then I have a poo.
So do I, look.
There you go.
So tell us
Anyway.
about this tunnel. Tunnel. Come go back to the tunnel.
No, that was that. That was all. That's all I was saying about it. That there is a tunnel in Japan that's I need Irene here for pronunciation. But it's a western tunnel. So it's quite known in Japan.
Interesting. Great. Right. So
He says, Jeremy says, only here for a minute. I'm on vacation. Been spending a few days at Adrian Zach's house and we'll be on the road tomorrow. Enjoy the show. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Have a great time and give Adrian
Nice.
my love and Zach too.
have a very good time, young Jeremy. Have a great time, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Eric's got his pussy. He's all right.
He's all right. He has got, yeah.
Yes, we know. Sabrina.
She called her Samantha one time.
Oh.
Oh.
She's cute. She's very
So
cute.
I'm going to tell Jay about this urban legend of the slit-mouthed woman.
Oh,
Yes.
This is quite interesting. I'm going to read it to you.
thank you.
So, the legend commences with a stunning woman who was married to a samurai. But beware, looks can be deceiving. She was very vain, and one day she went as far as cheating on her samurai husband. He found out about the affair and grew very enraged and slit her mouth from ear to ear, giving her a Glasgow smile. Well, we call it a Chelsea smile, don't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
So she got a Glasgow smile. Following this savage action, he asked, "Who will think you're pretty now?" Although the original tale is a cautionary one to remind people to stay faithful, the story takes a gruesome turn. In 2007, a coroner found records of similar shocking cases during the time of day that the story takes place at night time. The records showed that many children had died at night, rumouring sightings of a woman with similar features that were at the time and place of their deaths, giving a frightful, realistic twist to the legend. The apparent phenomenon can be explained: a woman wearing a surgical mask or mask of some sort who would approach people, usually children, at night and ask them, "Am I pretty?" If they say no, she would slash their faces with a pair of scissors, giving them a similar Glasgow smile. However, if they said yes, she would reveal her face and ask again. If this time they said no, she would slash their faces regardless. Even if they had said yes, she would follow them home and still brutally kill them. Many believe this was the only way to break the pattern is to confuse her by answering with either "you're okay" or "so-so." Not providing a definite answer, the confusion from these replies would buy the victim enough time to get away. So, with that being said, Parker, do you think I'm pretty? So,
I'm not
shit
going to say
yourself, wouldn't
nothing. She
you?
might slap share. Give me a
See what I
smile.
mean? They've got some really dark folklore, haven't they?
Yeah.
Interesting, like really, really interesting stuff. But really dark. No wonder they're so good at making horror films.
Is Irene on here? Irene, I've sent you a link.
Good morning, Irene.
So it'll be interesting to hear from Irene. Aye.
Oh, in Oaki Tunnel.
I know what it's called, I just couldn't pronounce it and I didn't want to butcher it because it wouldn't be fair to Irene if I butchered it. Hey, Chantel.
Hello.
Chantel, I love your smell. Can't you tell you make me you? Chantel, I love you so much. It must be your crotch.
Oh, I've got. Oh, do you know what? I think I might have sent it to Irene Akiko. Let me find Irene. You carry on talking amongst yourselves.
But no, it'll be interesting to hear Irene's somebody from actually Japan. It'll be interesting to hear what they
It will. I agree with that. It absolutely will. And it will be nice to listen to people that can actually pronounce their words.
One will not bite you, Mr. Winter.
She must be eating.
I'm eating. That's why I'm trying not to bite.
Irene, I've just sent you a link.
How are you, Kelly? Hi. Oh, Philip. Hello, Philip. How you doing, bud? I hope you're doing well. I sound like Cartman. Oh, sorry, I do sound like Cartman.
He does sound like Cartman.
It looks like Cartman.
Because my photo. You will fit my photo.
Respect my authority.
I'm going. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
You cute kitty.
You bastards.
Hiya, Kelly.
Here she is. Hi, Irene.
Hi.
I did say it must be your crotch. Yes, I did.
Just
I
a second,
did.
let me
I
turn on the
did
light.
Say that.
Dark in
Did
this room.
say that. It's the only word I can think that rhymed.
Hold on.
Morning,
I can't
Irene.
eat anything because it's 3 a.m. in the morning. That's why I turned off the lights.
Oh,
There
bugger,
we go.
sorry.
Have
There
we
we
kept you up? Irene, have we kept you up?
Nope. I was awake. I was playing a game and I couldn't sleep. Oh. So there we go.
Oh, cute pussy.
Sweet.
You know what? He's 145 years old in
Gorgeous, isn't he?
adult years, and he's 45 years old in cat years.
Good.
Beautiful.
Sweet, it's beautiful.
He
But
is beautiful.
actually, I was told by one of my friends that he is a reincarnation of one of the fetuses that I lost a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
So
Gorgeous.
so that's why he doesn't pass away.
Mm.
He lives.
Mandy says, "Can I have a bit of what you lot are on?" That's Dan.
Yeah. You can have some of me, man, if you want.
Well, I'll give you some. I got some Japanese moonshine too, if you want some.
Yeah,
Whoa!
that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect.
That'll blow your Dan. That'll blow your head off.
Good.
That's
That'd
some
be perfect.
serious stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah, 36% proof. I got it.
So, Irene, how old's your cat in our years, as it were?
How old is what?
How old is your cat in sort of our years and human years?
45 years old.
What?
Yeah, he came to us as a stray when my son was in 5th grade in elementary school.
Right.
My son is 28 years old now.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That's awful long for a cat. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
He looks really good though. He looks
Yeah.
quite young.
The only thing that's wrong is that he has cataracts.
Well, you got to
Look
expect.
how
Hi,
beautiful
Phil.
he is. Oh, it's beautiful.
He's lovely though.
Hi, Phil.
But he's a good kitty cat.
Hi, Phil.
He's a good kitty cat.
What have we got here? Go away. I don't know what that's all about.
I'm just connecting. Don't worry.
Oh, that's you, is it, who's done it?
What's happened?
No, it's playing up. It's fine. Don't worry. We'll sort it. We'll
Oh,
sort it.
you know what? When I come on, all kinds of spooky things happen
Hi, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne.
Oh, yeah.
because I see a lot of crazy things. I see a lot of dead people. Okay, so when I come on, everything falls to hell.
So, Irene, you were telling us before, if I remember rightly, I'm getting old, so I probably don't, but if you remember rightly, you were telling us something along your property is built on, or is on land that was samurais used to own. Is that right?
There are land in Tokyo that was built on samurai land, and that the apartments, because the taxes were really high, people couldn't afford to keep the taxes, pay the taxes, so they sold the land off. And when they sold the land off, there was a lot of fighting a long time ago. Okay, it was called sacred land, but then they sold it off. They made apartments on it, right? So you'd see half a samurai warrior with the half of his body must have been going through the walls of apartment buildings.
Not spooky network.
Wow.
And they shouldn't
Wow.
have done that. And they shouldn't have sold it. And they shouldn't, because government wants to raise taxes because they want more money. And there's a lot of things that happened, you know. And there's a cliff that my mother told me. It's called Banji Sadarashiki. And an old samurai, he was a really rotten SOB. He had a like, not a slave but a housekeeper. Okay, the farmers sold the girls off because they got money. When they sold the girls off, they got money. These people became housekeepers. Okay, so they became maids. So the samurai warrior had a whole bunch of 100 plates that were made from England. They were born China, and then she broke one by accident. So he killed her, and he threw off a cliff. Every day she counts 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plates until she gets up to plate 99. She cries, and she goes back to 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plates.
Oh, that's so sad.
And the plates are being held in a Buddhist temple, and all of a sudden they get cracks on them for no reason.
Wow.
Wow.
Is
So
she still attached to them? Is she still attached to these plates?
Well, yeah, and you can't, like, if I go there with my husband, I can't go arm in arm. I have to go right behind him. My husband can put his hands together and make a prayer, but I can't because I'm a female. Because anything females would be very jealous. There's a lot of jealous spirits. So there's a lot of temples here that I cannot pray with my husband. I can't go with him because she'll get mad.
So is that all female spirits that are Japanese? Are they all jealous types, or are they?
Not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them are.
Some of them.
Just some are. Like there's I hate this. There's a shrine that in the different cities, way out in the country, that you can walk up to for New Year's Eve. And I walked with my husband arm in arm, and she got really jealous. This was this daughter who died at a very young age, and she and the father created a huge statue of her, a Buddhist statue of her on top of the mountain. And if I go with my husband lost $30, but $30, like 30 pounds for no reason. He couldn't find it because she got mad at him for walking with him.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It's scary too. There's a lot of places where I can't walk with him. I can walk behind him, but I can't walk with him. And I I can't hold his arm either. There's a lot of places like that here.
I would never have thought of that in Japan. Actually,
No, I
I
wouldn't.
would never have thought Japan was like that.
Because women were scorned, women were killed for no reason, women died because the husband didn't want to pay alimony, so he just killed her.
Bloody hell!
And they were
wow.
married.
Right,
Blimey.
guys, we've lost access to Facebook, but we are still streaming to YouTube.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened there. I think it's a
I
problem.
told you a lot of crazy stuff happens when I come on.
I think it's StreamYard are not. I
That
don't
did
know what they're
that did
doing.
that to me on Friday night. Sorry, Saturday. It kicked me off YouTube, but it would let me
Yeah.
stream to Facebook.
Oh,
That
that's
was
odd, isn't it?
mental.
I
So,
lived in a
Irene,
really-
I'm curious, right?
Mhm.
See, when you were saying there about, obviously, is that just the spirits that are jealous, like female spirits? Does that happen to all the Japanese women if they
a lot
pass?
of them did. A lot of them did because a long time ago, you would be considered scorned if you got a divorce.
Ah,
Okay, yeah.
Like, in the Victorian era too, there was no such thing as getting a divorce. No, you had to live
yeah.
through it, right?
Mm.
Yeah. It's the same thing here.
Yeah, I
mean-
suppose. Yeah, times change. I suppose, don't they?
Yeah. And and you would be judged if you were married and had a child and you got divorced a long time ago in Japan.
Yeah, same as here, I guess.
Yeah.
That's probably same everywhere, isn't it? I would imagine.
Yeah.
Right across the globe, I would think times
Probably
are
in
like
the
that.
old places where they had old rules.
Yeah,
Oh, just so.
yeah. But Japan still adheres, doesn't it, to a lot of its history and culture. It's still sort of deeply rooted in that, isn't it? It's not like a lot of the
Yes.
West seems to have
We
moved away
have
from.
rules that are unwritten rules that are very like you don't open up your umbrella in your house. You don't walk in your house with shoes on. You don't keep your house messy because you'll invite yokai. Yokais is a different kind of ghost. They don't leave, and it's a heck of a thing to make them disappear because they like messy stuff. They like unkept things or a rice pot that's not cleaned right. They like stuff like that. So everyone's really busy trying to keep their place clean because you never seen a dirty Japanese house.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Actually,
Yeah, because
no, it's true.
they like it's like they have old rules. Like if you're pregnant and you go to a funeral, you always make sure you have a little pocket mirror in your handbag.
Oh, wow. Why?
Because the spirit cannot take the fetus. They will take the fetus from the mother.
Wow, that's
Wow.
interesting, isn't it?
Do you know something I didn't see listening to you? This makes me want to sit and research all this because I love things like, well, I love different cultures and their different ways and how they live, and it's quite interesting.
One of my husband's relatives died, and obviously by accident I got pregnant. Well, just but it was an accident, okay. Anyways, whoops, like whoops. Anyways, whoops when happened, and his relatives died. I said, "Oh gosh, you got to go to a funeral." So, anyways, I got ready and I got dressed and I got my handbag out, and I made sure I had a mirror. I got my prayer beads and everything else, and I go, "Okay, we're ready." And we went to the grocery store. My friend said, "Do you have a mirror?" I go, "Yes, I do." "Well, you can't go to a funeral without a mirror." I said, "I know. That's why I have a mirror in my bag." He goes, "Oh, good. Then you can go."
Oh,
Wow.
It's an ancient rule. It's an ancient rule for women.
Why is it? I mean, the idea I get when I'm speaking to you, and obviously stuff I've seen on TV and that, and stuff that I've read over the years, is that Japanese spirits seem to be quite vengeful.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of places that don't go alone. Like I'm the only one who really has an official group in Japan, and there are a lot of places where I've been to that made me really sick. and I was the only one that got sick. And I'm going, oh God, like this. And there's a lot, and I don't go to the cemetery by myself. Nope. I can't do anything. There are places where you can only go in and go out, or there are places that you don't venture. If you're not properly grounded, yeah, you go in, you won't come out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is that as a
Then you
woman? Is that
have a
just
body.
general?
They won't have a body to find because your body would disappear too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
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 So that's why
I've heard
if
that.
you said-
I've heard that as well.
Wow.
if you said if you wanted to come, I'll take you there. But I said, this is as far as we go. Like, especially the suicide force, this is as far as we go. I'll bring a candle, I'll bring incense, I'll bring Japanese wine, I'll bring offerings. That's as far as we go. Because when certain things happened, you don't want to make the spirits angry.
Yeah.
There's a place of people to get rid of pain. So we show them some respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only reason why I hate talking about this, but I will tell you, I lived 20 plus years in a suicide condo.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
17 people jumped to their death. The 18th person jumped to their death on July.
But July just there? What,
4 years ago.
4
Yeah.
years ago? Oh, my God.
The year that we were getting ready to move out because my husband said, that's enough, no more. We're leaving. And we found this house. And he said, that's it, no more. And the lady, right before summer holiday started, she jumped to her death and her body landed up on the deck where the kids play.
Oh no.
Oh, my
And yeah,
God. Oh,
and the police were ringing our doorbell at 7:00 in the morning. She was wearing a jumpsuit. They said, do you know this lady? I go, no. And we said, what the heck happened? And my son said, oh. I go, oh no. He goes, oh yeah. Like, my son is also a clairvoyant. He goes, oh. I go, ooh, you're kidding. He goes, mm-hmm. He goes, ooh. And I started feeling really sick to my stomach. I go, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently, when the kids play outside, if they have a little, that area has a habit of being really dark. And if you're angry, or if you're fighting with each other, the spirits just goes.
Oh
Takes
no.
joy from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, two boys are fighting, and my daughter was playing with them, and on the mirror where they have the kids' room, on the glass window, she saw her going.
Oh wow.
So was that the spirit of the woman that jumped that she saw?
My daughter has the same thing. All of us are all really spooky, right? All three children. So my daughter saw, she ran from upstairs. She said, can we play inside? They go, yeah, why? Well, you're not going to believe what happened. I said, oh, no, don't tell me you saw it. Yeah, that was that lady who killed herself in July.
Oh, my God. Oh,
So
wow. That's freaky.
what do you think? Is it something to do with the building? Is there a spirit inhabiting the building that's making them commit suicide, or is there a curse on it?
The land, isn't it?
The
It is
land.
the land.
Like, we tried smoking. Every year every 3 months, every 6 months, I'd be getting attacked. Okay, like they come to me and they try to do something to me, and like I get the bathroom door yanked out of my hand. I get touched. I get harassed every 6 months. And the land is bad, so it made the condo bad.
Irene, is that at the condo in a place where there's a lot of earthquakes and natural disaster going on, or no?
Nope. We see Tokyo is Earthquake Alley. We live where I live right now is Earthquake Alley. So with that area is where the train, the
Bullet train.
The tracks
Bullet train.
are right next to the condo.
Oh, are they?
Oh,
Oh,
generating
It's a
electricity
high
and
speed
also,
electricity
yeah.
trains.
Yeah.
And they're all the train. They're all run on electricity, right? So they have poles.
Energy source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there
Nice.
you go, right? Yeah, it's really freaky.
Wow.
You don't like. I lived there for 20 plus years. I wouldn't want my worst enemies to live there.
So in effect, everybody that commits suicide there then becomes trapped in that environment, don't they?
And we had balcony on the balcony. We had a portal. My son's room had a portal. The living room had a portal. The hallway had a portal.
Oh my god. So you're trapped in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff, don't you?
mean,
Anybody in Facebook in the chat right now, just if you can wind back and just have a look at that time in Irene's room, there was a shadow of somebody just walking past, a dark shadow.
yeah, that happens here.
Just see it, just go past on the back of your wall.
Reading about that.
I mean, my mom's here, my grandmother's here, my grandfather's here too.
If you look, you can see it now. It's just by that light bit.
Yeah,
right
it's
on the
there.
very
Yeah, well, there's me
Still
pointing
there.
Yeah, I
at the
can
camera.
see it. I
Yeah,
can
it's
see
there.
it.
That's it. There.
Yeah.
That's it. There.
My father's dead too, so he hangs around.
That's
Oh,
nice
wow.
to his family, though.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can see them
It's nice
very
and lovely.
clearly. You can
Yeah.
see them like he's getting darker and darker as we're looking at him now.
My father's not allowed to come to me because it happened. There's a lot of nasty stuff that happened between my father and me, so he's not allowed to come near me.
If anyone can see that on Facebook, in the chat, can you just let us know that you're seeing the same as us?
Sorry, that's my dog.
is it back up on Facebook? Because I've had a couple of messages asking what's happened.
No, it's Facebook. It's not broadcasting to Facebook.
No, that's fine, because I did say to them that it's on YouTube. Well, I put a wee message in the chat on Facebook and tell them that we're on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you put the Facebook
I
feed
did
ended.
put a message already. I've put a message there already in the chat, on the Facebook chat, saying we are on YouTube,
Cool.
so they can find us if they look.
Cool.
Yeah, it's getting darker now.
In my
Is
house.
it?
You can see it.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah. You can change.
There's a lot of stuff happening around me, okay? Because I do talk to spirits. I do talk to them and I send them back. And I do have a lot of things. I do a lot of work with dead people. Let's put it that way.
But that's really nice that they've come and sort of said hello live on air while we're talking to you. Annette is saying she can see it. Sarah's
on and off too.
Yeah, Sarah said that she could see it as well. So lots of people are seeing it. So that's brilliant. Thank you, Spirit.
It's just a part of me. It's a part of me. It's part of my family. My children are all like that. My children are all spooky. Because my mom was like that too.
So in Japan, Irene, there's an island that was built flats and condos built on top of a mining, or is it coal mine? It's an actual island. I can't remember the name of it. And now it's empty. No one lives there. They all came back to the mainland.
I got that. Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Is that place also haunted? I don't know if there were many deaths there, but the shrines and
it is.
Would the spirits follow people to the mainland, or would they stay on that particular island?
They stay there. They don't travel.
Okay. So they didn't remove the shrine. The shrine looks beautiful. It's still there.
Yeah.
But the condos, they're a bit of a mess. You know,
they're still there too.
Yeah.
In fact, that's in my group. The very beginning when I made my group, it's in that one on Paranormal Japan.
Cool. I'll have to have a look.
Yeah.
Everybody can get over and have a look at Paranormal Japan.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's a very light-hearted group because everyone's so like this, like tight with paranormal. So I have one light group and I have one heavy group.
Yeah.
I have to do that because people need something just to relax inside. Yeah.
So, are there many paranormal groups out there, Irene? Because it sounds like it could be quite a treacherous deal dealing with spirits out there, to
They
be honest
don't
with you.
want to do it. They don't want to do it. Young people don't, because they think that's all FAKE.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't believe that it is, because this old country is so old, like
Yeah.
it's like your country, okay? They don't want to believe that stuff really happens. So they took off all the paranormal TV shows.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, they took them off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not such a bad thing.
And they put them on YouTube.
So all the kids are watching YouTube, aren't they?
But
Yeah.
but the thing is, though, Dan, that like the samurai thing that happened in Japan all those years ago, that were killing the villagers, and from that, karate, as I told you, karate was born as a form of defense. It's part of history. So if you see the ghost of a samurai soldier walking past, you shouldn't forget that. You know, I think it should be kept alive.
People
The story.
really don't believe it. Young people really don't.
Sorry, Irene.
Young people don't want to believe it because they don't want to. They don't want to admit that this island is scary.
Yeah.
You know what the thing is? It's the same over here, isn't it? Every nation has got ugly parts to their culture and their history, but you still have to remember it. It's still a part of who you, what culminates in who you are and where you are today, doesn't it? You know, lessons learned and what have you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's still nice to keep a foot, I think, in that history and respect it and see it for what it is and just enjoy it, you know?
Yeah.
People don't know now, do they? They seem to have moved away from that. The world's becoming very homogenous, isn't it? Everything's becoming the same. You can get off a plane any part of the planet now and it's exactly the same.
But, you know, they don't sell estate jewelry here. They don't sell estate items here because it could have the soul of the other person.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No, you're not. They don't sell estate jewelry or they don't sell estate items here.
Oh, wow.
I have something that my boss gave me. It was part of a wedding present, and he didn't want to take it back to Japan. So he gave it to me and said, "This is for you, but look after her." And I swear, it's a doll, very beautiful doll in a glass box. But I swear her hair grows.
It does. That happens.
Oh,
I swear
wow.
her hair grows.
Mm-hmm.
Her hair is longer than when it was given to me, and she's beautiful. She's pride of place in my living room, and I wouldn't be without her. Don't let anyone touch her.
You need to give her offerings of water, and if it's a girl, it would need candy. If it's a young person, it would need food.
She has the bell in her hand. It's like a good luck bell.
But she would need that, so you have to feed her.
Okay.
And you have to, just a second. What am I getting from her?
Shall I go and get her and show you?
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I can read it from here.
Yeah, but
That's why people don't. That's why I don't have very many friends.
We don't mind.
Oh, she may be 9 years old. She died of an illness long time ago.
Oh,
She's
wow.
She died of a fever.
Oh, wow.
Right.
She likes candy.
Okay.
And she likes tea. So if you give her a little bit of tea, even black tea or any kind of tea, like in a little glass,
Okay.
like a little shot glass, and put it in front of her, and give her some maybe some caramels or some chocolate or something like that as an offering. We feed our dead here, okay? So
Okay.
we do. Yeah, she wants that. She's not gonna hurt you. She's not harmful.
No,
She
no, no, no. I
play
love
tricks
her.
on you. She's just she's a very young soul.
Oh wow.
Do you want me to go and get it? I'll go and get her. You'll have to see her. She's beautiful.
Okay.
I've messaged husband, but I bet he's
I
asleep
think I've seen her,
downstairs.
and I've seen her.
You've seen her. I'll go and get
Yeah.
her. You carry on talking.
But yeah, there's a lot of things that they grow in their dolls. Yeah, that's why
Oh,
you
yeah.
never get a doll that's bigger than your child.
I'll show you this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm memorised by this. This is why I'm so quiet tonight, because
Yeah, it's
I'm
interesting. It's
memorised.
really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, like different cultures. I love hearing about the different cultures, and obviously their different ways of life. It's so interesting. It really is. So please excuse me, folks, if I'm dead quiet tonight. It's just because I'm quite happy here, sitting, listening to Irene.
Yeah.
I love you too.
Hey.
It's interesting. It's very interesting.
There's
It
a I see on TV. I don't know if it's Japan, but I know it's in Asia somewhere.
Will die if you get a doll that's bigger than your child, and the spirit will take over your child. So the child will.
It was a lady that had a doll that was the size of a small child. And the doll didn't have any moving parts, but it walked with her. So I
Oh
don't
wow.
was that in Japan?
I don't know if it was Japan, but I know it was in.
No, I saw that in Mexico. That's in Mexico.
That's Mexico. Okay, that's.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah, she's beautiful, isn't she?
yeah.
Michiko-san, genki desu ka? Oi. 見てあげるよ。大丈夫よ。心配しないよね。うん。飼ってる人がちゃんと見てあげるよ。ね。大丈夫よ。
Careful.
安心して。Okay, I already talked to the doll.
What did you say,
Beautiful.
Irene?
That doll's beautiful.
Hated the doll.
Her name is Michiko. And I told her, don't worry. The person the lady who owns you is gonna take care of you. You don't have to worry about it. She loves you.
Oh wow.
She's
Yeah.
beautiful.
She is beautiful. She's
She's
stunning.
absolutely beautiful. And I've had her for about 15 years. She's been with me.
See, she
wow.
talked right away.
She what, sorry?
She talked to me right away. She was speaking to me right away.
She's just so beautiful.
That's another thing I do. I speak to haunted dolls.
Would you say she's haunted? She's definitely haunted.
Yeah, I speak to haunted dolls too. And
she's beautiful.
She lovely. Said, I have to translate in English just a second.
I think that's got human hair on there, it doesn't look
yeah, I'm doing two languages at once. You know how hard it is sometimes.
Yeah.
She's saying, please take care of me. Please don't throw me away.
I won't. I love her. I'm
a child. I died from an illness.
And you can come and take her.
She died of a fever.
I don't want to get her damaged.
She died of a fever. She died of a fever.
Oh wow!
And you know what? Interesting. If you put a pyramid of salt in front of her,
inside or in front, okay,
in front of her, it'll help her calm her soul inside. We use salt a lot in this country, okay?
Yeah.
So if you make a pyramid of salt on a small plate in front of her, it would help her because the spirit won't be so inside.
Okay. It's funny how my boss didn't want to take it back to Japan. He was going back to Japan. He worked here for 5 years, then went back to Japan with his family. But he says, I'm not taking the doll. Please take it.
Because he knew. He knew it had something in it. If he brought it back, he would have to bring it to temple or get it burnt.
It's a wedding. It was a wedding present to him.
But somebody in that family died.
Okay. Okay.
It was a
I love
child.
it.
I wonder if they used to do. I mean, I don't know what Japanese culture is like, but over here we used to make mourning jewellery, didn't we? I wonder if that's human hair from somebody who's passed that they put on
Maybe.
that doll.
Long time ago, they used to use human hair.
That
There you
looks
go.
like it has human hair in
There you
it. That doll.
Yeah.
So if it was human hair from a long time ago, the person probably died.
Okay.
Yeah, so people use it as a
Wow.
remembrance, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's your answer, right?
Okay.
But why then would it still be growing? But
Because hair
It,
does,
it,
though,
it
doesn't it?
grows. It sort of grows and then it
See?
stops and it grows again and then it stops. It hasn't had a spurt for a long time.
That's what happens to dolls in this country. Their hair does grow and they get all messy again, like this. And then when you turn it like this, they get messy again and they grow.
Yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah. She's beautiful.
It happens all here
What
with,
is that sound?
but they don't allow them in their house. People don't like them in their house, so they usually get rid of them or bring them to the Buddhist temple.
Well, you see, this doll, I will never get rid of her. And even when I die, one of my children will take that doll. It will be passed down. I will keep her in our family. She needs.
But you must remember that doll has rules.
Oh wow.
Every haunted doll has rules, especially Japanese haunted dolls have rules, and you must be very strict with it.
Yeah.
But what you've learned tonight, you can put on a piece of paper, can't you? Just stick it to the back of the case or bottom
Yeah,
of the case.
back under the case. Yeah.
Yeah,
they've
so
got
that,
it.
yeah, exactly.
And it's interesting, like anything dead faces, let's see, east to west. Okay. Anything dead faces east to west.
Okay.
When the person has died, they face north.
Okay.
Why is that? Is that something to do with the sun or something, is it?
It's just depending on the house. Yeah. Like you never find a house facing east to west in this country.
No.
It's
No.
always facing north. This is north.
Hmm.
My front door is north. This is south. West, east.
Okay.
That's quite
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, very.
Nice.
It's amazing, isn't it? How sort of that old culture is still strong today without people even realising.
Yeah.
Well, that rule even applies to this day.
Yeah. That's amazing. It's amazing that's.
But
the
as well,
cultural
Dan,
thing.
I think as well that the respect in Japan is at a level that's up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even not just in death but in life, and especially your elders. You honestly, the respect. It's natural. Over here, we don't have that same level of respect.
Well, none over
we
here
have
now,
to
have we?
feed. Oh, you have to feed her. You have to feed her too. I'll show you the picture. What you get.
Oh no!
You might be able to get it at Asian grocery store. You have to get sticky rice.
I can get sticky rice. Yeah.
So if
Cooked.
you get something made from sticky rice, you have to give it to her, and you can feed it to her only in July. My birthday, July 16th. You feed her. Yeah, my birthday is the day we celebrate the dead.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Let me write this down. July 16th.
Yeah. The dead come home and you have to feed them. Like,
okay. I've written it down.
That's why I celebrate my birthday on my son's birthday. I don't.
But it's nice to remember the ancestors and the ancient and the old and those that have been here before us. You know, it's nice
It's
to remember
important.
them.
It's important to remember them.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
important.
we clean the graves at midnight too, on the 16th.
At midnight.
Oh,
I don't know why. You
Does that
clean
mean
the
that?
lanterns with the candle in it. You've probably seen them before, right? They're on a stick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Old movies, they had those lanterns on a stick.
yeah.
Yeah, they sell those right about my birthday time. They sell them, right? They're on a stick. You put a candle in it, right? You go to the graves at midnight. You clean the graves at midnight. You pour water on it. You brush the leaves from it. You clean everything out. Yeah, that's called respecting your ancestors.
Wow.
And then you put sticky rice, desserts with sticky rice on their graves, so you feed them afterwards, and you give them water. You give them flowers, and you can go home.
Do you do that for graves that have no living relatives? So you do it for somebody else's grave as well that you don't know if it's left?
Just
No.
your own relatives.
Just sure. Okay.
So does that mean that cemeteries out there then, or graveyards out there, are absolutely packed at night with people cleaning their ancestors or families' graves?
Wow.
Wow. I bet that's just an
Oh,
amazing
wow.
sight.
They leave the house at 11:30.
Oh, that's an amazing sight, though.
Yeah, that's why I hate my birthday, because it's the most spookiest. Oh, dang!
Great. I think it's lovely.
That's quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
Yeah,
really
but
cool.
I mean, my son and I, we don't like it. We don't like because it's the most haunted month of the year. Like in the city, it's July 16th. In the country, it's August 26th.
Why is it different, Irene, if there's like you guys are like July and they're like August?
Because the city celebrates, like Tokyo only celebrates July. Like it depends on the Buddhist temple that you belong to.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I get it now.
And my mother's Buddhist temple is the same Buddhist temple as the samurai warriors, the shogun warriors. Because honestly, I hate to say this, but the royalty of Japan had the same kind of lineage, right? And my mother was the same kind of lineage, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So they had the same. They belonged to the same Buddhist temple.
Is that Harry Ito? Am I thinking of the right guy?
Oh, Harry.
Hirohito.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. My
That's
grandmother
amazing.
was also. So yeah, I mean, that's why I couldn't get married to whoever I wanted to.
Oh.
Wow.
Mommy said get married to this person, so mommy said that. So my great daughter said, "Okay, I do that for mommy." That's all. Because mommy would let me get married to whoever I wanted to, because mommy said no.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a lot of rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed in Japan, but not so much now, but the older people, I know when you get old, you shrink in size, but normally they were very small people. But today, I have a Japanese friend that is nearly 6'2", and he's very tall. And I said to him, "Are you sure you're Japanese?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm Japanese." And I said, "There's no in the line somewhere somebody came in and messed up the bloodline?" He said, "No, I'm fully Japanese."
The
said,
food changed. You eat a lot more meat. You eat a
Just
lot
say
more
food.
different kind of diet. So that's why you grow. My son's nearly 6 feet tall. He wears
Wow.
28 centimeter shoes.
Wow.
Wow.
He's my
That's
youngest son.
big. That's big. That's a giant.
Yeah, and he
seriously.
has a waist of like his waist is so small. Like, God, you know, if he sits on your lap, it's like bony ass. Right? You got a bony ass. He doesn't have any meat. He doesn't have any meat on his body. None whatsoever. Yeah.
Who's just turned their volume up?
Yeah. It's just really weird.
It's just started echoing.
Yeah.
You notice there's an echo?
Yeah.
Just a second. Let me figure out what happened. There's an energy here.
Oh, wow.
Who's here? It's your doll spirit that's here.
Okay, she's back. And
I don't want her in.
We're back on Facebook as well.
Just a second. I don't want her in this conversation.
Does she give a name?
Oh, we're back on.
We are.
Okay, we're gone. Up we go. You can't come here. I have to get rid of it. Sorry,
Send her
I
back
have to get
here.
rid of it. I don't
Send her
allow
back
them in my house. I don't allow
No.
them in.
Send her back here.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, it stopped too. The echo stopped.
Echo's gone.
Yeah, it has.
Funny
See?
that, isn't it?
See? You know, I just grabbed it and I just threw it outside.
Did she tell you her name?
Nope. I don't ask questions sometimes.
I've been calling her Yoshiko, but I don't think that's her name.
Michiko.
Michiko.
Yoshiko was my mother's name. Why did you say that?
Yoshiko. I've always called her Yoshiko or Yoshiko.
Yeah, that's my mother's name.
Wow.
Now you're scaring me, okay?
I'm sorry, I'll be quiet then. Oh, dear.
You notice my house behind me? You notice you don't see any mirrors?
Yeah, I noticed that.
No mirrors, no.
You know why?
Spirit?
Yeah. The only mirror I have is in my vanity. It's in front of my sink right here. See? That's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't make houses with mirrors because they don't want anything lurking through the mirror.
Okay.
Wow.
So the
Spirit
living
portal.
room has no mirrors. You're not allowed to put mirrors in the living room anyways. It's totally against the law. It's totally against the rules in this country. So you don't put mirrors, and you don't have mirrors anywhere where you can see them. Where you sleep, where you sit, where you eat, where you do anything, you don't have mirrors. They don't. It's just not permitted in a country like this. So there's rule number one.
And
So
you
that
always take your
country-
shoes off. Take your shoes off as well, everywhere. Leave them outside.
Yep. Or at the front door.
So that country is still geared up very much to protect against spirits then?
Oh, yeah. Like, whatever we do, we're very careful what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting,
They
isn't it?
all have, everything has an unwritten rule. You don't break them.
That's interesting.
I mean,
Very.
Yeah.
and there's another thing my mom said. Never worry about a living soul. Always worry about a dead soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a dead soul can come back and they can haunt you. A living soul won't.
Yeah.
So be afraid of a dead soul.
Is there any what I call famous dead souls that are haunting or that you've heard about in Japan? Any sort of famous ones?
I'm going to one in June.
Any sumo wrestlers, have they come back? Because
I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to a haunted place in June.
Okay.
I'm doing my investigation in June.
Not the 16th, because you're busy that day.
Nope. I'm going June the 23rd. I'm leaving Tokyo. I'm flying on an airplane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean,
You're
I'm
looking
going to
forward to it,
Hiroshima.
Irene?
I'm going to Hiroshima.
Oh, are you really?
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Wow. Cool to see.
That castle is haunted.
Yeah.
I would be crying all the time. If I just walked around Hiroshima or Nagasaki, I would just cry.
Yeah.
I went
Wherever
to
I go.
Nagasaki too. That's where I got hit by something that I really didn't like. I mean, I got a stomach ache. I was going heaving, and I was I was using the facilities too much. Let's put it that way. And I had a really bad stomach problem. And yeah, I was the only one who got sick.
And it's funny that
I'm
you
not.
too, because I was just thinking about Hiroshima yesterday.
Is it Nagasaki that has the pattern of the guy sitting on the steps of the bank, that it was burnt into the steps? His
A walking stick.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
had Nagasaki is another place that's really bad. Okay. They had if you guys are any part religious, if you know, they used to have the Christian boat from all these other countries that used to come to Japan, and they used to preach the word of God, right?
mm-hmm.
And somebody said, okay, you want to be like God, Jesus Christ, you'll die like Jesus Christ. So they crucified them all to a cross.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
In two places on a hill. They always did it on a hill or a mountain or a long steep. They did that in Nagasaki. 24 Christians and 3 priests were crucified. That's
Wow.
haunted.
Yeah.
Wow.
They did it in Kyoto. They did it in a forest in a mountain. That's also haunted. I mean, they put the Catholic parishioners, the followers put statues of Jesus Christ and Mother Mary, and they all bleed in the eyes,
oh
in
wow.
the hand,
Wow. That's
and they
amazing, isn't
bleed
it?
even to this
It's
day, and it's really
fascinating.
haunted too. You can't. I mean, I wouldn't go there unless I had somebody who is like you, like either one of you two would come with me. I go, but I won't go
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to death.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you a question outside of ghosts now, because you have the landscape, the forestry, the food that is rife in the forests. Do you have Bigfoot in Japan? And if so, where are they sighted, and what do you call them?
We don't have Bigfoot. We have a lot of ghosts. We have Tiki
This
Tiki
goes.
too. Tiki Tiki is the one who will take you and take you. Who looks like a, cryptid. It looks like a cryptid,
Okay.
and it will take you from your home.
Oh
There's a
wow.
video about that too. Ugh, it was
Guys,
creepy.
I'm going to have to go because I've got a prior engagement.
Yes, I'm
But
going to
don't
move a
do.
bit.
No, you're fine. Don't do the Jarry Doom, because next week the 3 boys can have their favourite subject. They can teach me about cryptids next week.
Okay, so I'll leave that subject quiet.
No, you could talk about it. It came in my head there when you were talking, and I know
I
the
can do
3
the
guys love.
I can do the Jar of Doom now, so you've got it ready for next week.
Okay.
Because then next week there is no Jar of Doom because I'm not here.
I don't mind doing cryptids.
No, I don't mind either.
I mind.
Yeah, they have.
No,
They have.
is this for the Tuesday after when you come back?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
Jar of Doom then.
Oh, aye, sorry, my head's pickled. I
The other way
can't think.
around. Right, Lois,
next
while I've
week,
got
yeah.
you. Lois, while I've got you, you tell me when to stop.
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 1.
Juan.
What have we got when you come back?
You're going to like this one.
Ooh,
Favourite ghosty movie? Ka-ching.
I know what that is for me already.
Yeah,
Yay!
mine's Ghostbusters.
Irene, it was absolutely lovely talking to you, my darling, and learning about your culture. Thank you very much. And
Love you.
I'll see you guys on Thursday. See you
See you,
later.
Lo. Love you,
Bye,
Lo.
everyone.
See you soon.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, we thought
Yeah,
we'd never
we
get
got
rid of
weird
her.
things that are in the mountains. They come out. They're not walking. They're kind of like crawling, and they take people, especially women,
Wow.
and they take them back their lair. wherever they have them. I don't know. I just my son knows about it. I just don't ask him.
Wow.
It's
It's
interesting,
interesting.
isn't
It
it?
is interesting.
Yeah, very.
I don't.
Really
Dad,
interesting.
we have to go to Japan. We have to go to Tokyo.
Yeah, definitely.
And you
We
have
have-
to stay with me.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
And we have to go to Osaka, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, and Pokemon Land.
Pokemon Land.
Okay,
Pokemon Land.
I'll take you.
Pokemon
take you.
Land. Pokemon
I'll
Land
take
is
you.
important.
I'll take you. Oh, guess what? Japanese Disneyland is haunted too.
Believe it.
Really?
Disneyland.
Wow.
There's a lady that walks around in a long white dress.
Oh, them Disneyland parks worldwide seem to be very creepy.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
all haunted. You know that? Florida's
Yeah.
haunted. California's haunted too.
Mhm.
Isn't the one in California haunted by Walt Disney himself?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they used to use the bones of the dead, and they used to scatter them all around in the cemetery that they had.
Ah. I know they've got footage, haven't they? They think it's him walking through the.
They used to use
near the
skeletons.
hours.
Yeah, they had skeletons, and they used to use the caskets that were used.
Yeah.
They bought used caskets, and they put it on the haunted house.
Wow.
And I've been on that ride too. I love that ride.
Yeah, there's something
Yeah.
about them Disney things. Very, very dark about Disney.
Mm.
Oh yeah, and
That's why
Japanese
we should go
Disneyland is
to-
also haunted too. It's crazy.
That's why we should have a date with Pokemon and Charizard and Pikachu
Mhm.
Mhm.
and all those
And
lovely
we could
friends.
go Mario too. Mario's also in Japan too.
Yeah.
Let's go
Mario
there.
I've heard
He gets
about
every bit
that.
of
That's
Mario.
really good.
He's well travelled for a little Italian fella.
Yeah. In the summer.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of places, and you know what? Every haunted place in Japan is free.
Really?
Yeah, I bet.
Wow.
Because no one
You
wants
don't
to
have
go
to pay
there.
money. There's
Yeah.
a place where my husband grew up. He's a child. He knows about it. It's called the Howling Village. They have a tunnel too that goes to the village. It's blocked off now, but that place is haunted. The village is really haunted. You have to walk through. You have to get permission from the police department just to go there, because they don't
Wow.
want you coming out in a body bag. That's why.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could walk through it. Like I would take you, because my husband knows where it is too, because he knew it as a child when he was
Wow.
growing up. It's not too far away from where he grew up, so he knows the
Mm.
place really well.
Yeah.
And it's called Howling because you could hear the cries.
Yeah. Do you
And
know what? I think it's amazing, and I think Japan will be the prime candidate in about 50 years' time. You know, we're talking about the hauntings and things like that. We'll be talking about what the robots have been doing to us, you know, and it will be, the hauntings will change again. I hope that they keep ancestry and history alive by keep talking about
yeah,
them
that's not
and
going
the
to go away.
traditions.
Definitely.
And
That's not going to
traditions.
go away.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
There's scary things that happens all the time in this country. There's scary places too, you know, like I could take you to my old condo too. I could take you there. You might not like it. It may make you sick, physically sick.
Yeah.
It could give you headaches. It could make you fight too.
Yeah, I'll fight Dan. It's all right. I'll fight him anyway.
She always fights
I
me, Rev. Any opportunity, she's
Yeah.
headbutting me.
Jamie will fight Dan.
I mean,
Me and Jamie will beat you up.
Like to
because
see you
it's
try.
a dark spirit that lives there, right?
I'll
It
try it.
followed me here
She'll
until I
bend the
told to get
pretzels.
rid of it. Yeah, until I got rid of it.
Yeah.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you.
Right, listen, guys, we are going to end it here. I want to apologise to everyone in the chat that we did lose the Facebook feed for a while. We did get it back,
Excuse
but
me.
you can see the whole thing on YouTube. If you want to see it from start to finish, go on Simply Spooky on YouTube and you will find it
Very
there
interesting.
and you can watch
very.
it. It is very, very interesting.
It's
I
very
learned
enlightening,
something today.
interesting. Yeah, me too.
Don't forget to send me a friend request.
Yes.
I got some really good pictures too.
Oh, excellent.
Yes. I think we need to continue this.
Yeah.
Let's do so.
Let's continue this.
Please, if that's all right, Irene.
Irene will
Yeah.
send you some dates and we'll get you on the other channel as well. So we can have another talk.
Yeah.
We'll have fun. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's about, isn't it? That's what should be about. Right.
Tomorrow night, guys.
Thank you.
Dan
Thank you
and
for
I-
inviting
Stay
me.
where you are,
Thanks.
Irene. Stay
Thanks,
where you are.
Irene.
Okay.
We have Barry Fitzgerald on tomorrow night at 8
Ooh.
o'clock.
I love Barry.
Talking about his adventures. We hope you can join us. It will be Dan and I talking to Barry as usual. And you have Lois on Thursday night, on Thursday night to the grave and back again, and Friday night Frighteners. So keep an eye out. We are always about, and we have a new show coming to Simply Spooky on a Monday night. So watch this space. As soon as I'm allowed to reveal, I will. But until then, it's all hush hush. But thank you ever so much to everyone in the chat.
And we're part of it. Right.
Love you.
Well,
Love you, Irene. Thank you, Irene.
Love and
Love you guys.
Bye
Love
bye.
you.
Speak to you
Take
later. Bye,
care.
guys.
Bye.
Bye all. Bye.
And you're out.